myself in a good position. I know what's going on. I got stronger, and I feel like I know how to play at this level now. And right now, I'm about a solid 220. Last year I was 220, and it was a lot of water weight, but I'm solid now. I've gotten way better handling the ball, like being able to scan the floor, make plays for myself and my teammates. Obviously, I can shoot still. So I'm looking forward to really getting out there and playing against other guys because we go to war every day in practice, and it's going to be a fun season.
We'll go to Justin Jackson. Go ahead, Justin.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing really good. Hey, I'm glad we got a chance to talk to you today because with the new NCAA rules as far as eligibility goes, you're kind of in a unique situation here, and I'm kind of interested in your thoughts in the sense that, you know, you were a redshirt freshman last year. Obviously, you're a freshman this year, and then next year you could be a freshman as well. 3 years being a freshman. Just kind of wondering, has that hit you? Have you thought about that? And you know, could that be something good or bad for you?
It's really super unique. Like my situation, I redshirted obviously, so I'm gonna be a freshman again, and then next year I'm gonna be a freshman again, which is kind of weird. But the more I think about it, it's like I don't even know. I don't even know how to process it. It's just a lot of time to play for my state, a lot of time to have a lot of fun in Macaulay.
We'll go to Cody Nesper. Go ahead.
Hey, Jalen. Last week, Coach Huggins kind of talked about you guys who are in-state guys kind of understand what it means better to come and play for WVU and represent the state.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering, what does playing for WVU mean for you as a West Virginia native?
Here we really don't have that much. We obviously don't have any professional teams, so WVU really is our state's professional team, and every single kid in the state basically looks up to us as their sports team. Like they all idolize us, and being an in-state kid, like I really understand that, like way more than the other guys, because where they're from, they have all kinds of different colleges, all kinds of different pro teams, and we're all we have. And it's really just an honor to be able to put on for where I'm from and wear that name across my jersey.
Go to John Antonek. Go ahead, John.
Yeah.
Go. Hey, just getting back to the decision to redshirt. I mean, you were a top 100 recruit. I mean, you weren't somebody that was a developmental guy. Walk me through that a little bit. I guess it's my understanding that your family was on board with this too. This was a decision. It was kind of a group deal there. Walk me through that a little bit.
So basically, I had 5 official visits scheduled, and I was supposed to go to prep school for a postgraduate year. And I just felt so comfortable with the visit, with hugs, with the players, that I felt like I didn't need to waste my time on any other visits. And I was supposed to leave for prep school on Tuesday, and I ended up committing on Sunday, but announced it Monday, and I was enrolled on Tuesday, the day I was supposed to go to prep school. So I just felt like mentally I wasn't ready to just make that big jump to the college game. So I just decided to redshirt, and my dad was on board with that. Coach Huggs was on board with that, and I just felt like it was a great opportunity for me to get stronger, just learn how to play at the pace of this level.
Real quick, who were the 5 that you had lined up, and where was the prep school you were considering going?
The prep school I was considering going to was Scotland campus in Scotland, Pennsylvania. And my 5, I think it was obviously here. It was Xavier, Indiana, I'm trying to think, Alabama, and University of Miami, Florida.
Not bad schools.
Yeah, not at all.
Kevin Kinder, go ahead.
Jalen, warming up for games last year, watching you, trying to see what parts of your game you're working on, things like that. What's going through your mind then? Are you warming up like you're going to play? Are you thinking about this year? What were those times like for you?
I was just my dad would tell me, just go out like you're about to play, just work on your game, because it's just basically time for me to just really just go have fun. Like, I might as well get something out of it. So really, I was just trying to work on my ball handling, making dribbles into shots and stuff like that. But also, you got to kind of have a little bit of fun for the fans, do a couple crazy dunks here and there. But really, I would go out. Me and Smacky were typically the first two out there because we just go to the games early because we obviously most likely weren't going to play. In his case, I obviously wasn't going to. So we just took that time to really get some extra shots up and work on our game.
Go ahead, Greg Hunter.
So Jalen, obviously in high school you could score inside and outside because you were bigger than 99% of the people. But now that you face big guys, bigger guys at this level, how has your game changed? What have you had to work on specifically?
I've had to work on making a move and taking dribbles into my shot. Before, I was much more of a just stand there and catch and shoot guy. I feel like I've came a long way in that aspect. Also, before, I could just kind of do whatever I wanted inside because I was 6'8", playing against guys who are 6 foot at the max. And now I've had to learn how to finish through contact, do a few like up and unders, all that, floaters, just expand my whole game basically.
Joe Mercado, go ahead.
Hey, Jalen, Coach Huggins spoke pretty highly of you last winter in February and March and how you adjusted. Was there a moment where you adjusted really well and knew that you could compete with the guys that you're going up against in practice?
I would say I was basically playing to survive most of the season in practice, but towards like midway through the season, I really started being comfortable. And with me being comfortable, I was just trying more. I was playing harder. I was just trying to score, trying to really play defense. And I say at that point, that's when I realized that like I belong here. Like I can really make something out of this.
Go back to Justin Jackson. Go ahead.
Hey, Jalen, kind of going back to the eligibility thing real quick. Like I said before, obviously you're kind of in a unique situation, but everyone in the roster is kind of in a unique situation here. Anything that you guys have talked about at all with this rule, what it means, guys take advantage of it, they don't care about it, anything that you guys have, have talked about the rule at all?
I'd say some guys are like, it really doesn't affect me, but other guys are like, I could do this. I could potentially play this year and then take next year off and then blah, blah, blah. It's a lot of different possibilities, and we have a really good group of guys, and I'm excited for what the next couple of years will hold.
Go back to Greg Hunter. Go ahead.
All right, I'll let you take a shot at a couple of your Fairmont senior alums as well as you. You played with Dante. Is he playing the right sport or should he go into basketball? And can Darius, Zach Frazier, Rhett Heston, Jake Abbott, can any of those guys play basketball at all?
I feel like they all definitely made the right choice in what sport they're playing right now. Let's just keep it there.
Go back to John Antonic. Go ahead.
I walked out of the room. I don't know if you ever asked this question or not, but I'm going to ask it. Your shooting style. I noticed your ball is like a little bit lower.
I used to bring it from here. And
Yeah.
bring it over.
I mean, it works.
Not anymore. I fixed it.
Uh-huh. Well, where did that come from?
It's from here. I don't even know, honestly. It's like when I would put the ball on the ground, it would be with my left hand.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just so used to having the ball over here that I would just bring it from here regardless of if it's catch or shoot or not, and I just shoot it. But now I feel like this whole summer, me and my dad spent reworking my form because it was kind of slow. Like it would take a little while to get off, but now it went from here to it's back.
Back to normal. Obviously, you got to get it off quick if you're going to shoot it that way.
Of course.
Yeah.
We'll go to Carly Nevis. Go ahead, Carly.
What's up, Jalen? Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Well, even though my camera's not on. Sorry. What do you see your role being on this team? I mean, obviously you guys have a lot of depth, but position-wise, and just how do you see yourself fitting into this group?
I'm just looking forward to getting a chance to step on the floor and be a shooter, be a defender, and just provide any type of spark that I can for our team. I just want to be a contributor, no matter start, six-man, bench, whatever it may be. I just want to play.
Back to Greg Hunter. Go ahead.
So, Jalen, you mentioned your father there. Have you watched past film of him? Do you realize how good he was, and can he still compete with you?
No, he cannot still compete with me. He's scared to play me. I'm just going to put that out there. But I watched his state championship game with the one that they won, and that man was very talented. And I hear a whole lot of stories, but other than that, I've really not seen him play. But he's really made me the player that I am today. So he must have been all right.
Go back to Justin. Go ahead.
Hey, Jalen, obviously last season ended prematurely and disappointingly for a lot of teams out there. The fact that it is, the worry and the pandemic is still kind of carrying over into this season. I'm just kind of wondering, from a basketball standpoint, from you and teammates, what was it like to have that disappointment last year, and then probably you thought by this year, over with. Obviously, that's not the case. There was talk of not having basketball this year. That you kind of take me through that process from the player standpoint. What were you guys worried about, talking about, that kind of thing?
Well, for us last year when it ended, we were kind of disappointed because that's when I feel like we really hit our stride. Like we were starting to play great defense. We were hitting shots. We were back to West Virginia basketball, and then boom, just got canceled. But I feel like this year it's going to be kind of hectic, honestly, because they said if anyone tests positive, like we got to forfeit games, stuff like that. That's what's being said. Who knows if that will hold up? But it's scary. Like you never want anything to interfere with your season, but we're just kind of taking it a day at a time here.
Any more questions for Jalen? All right, Jalen, appreciate it. Thank you for the time today.
Thank you, guys.